The cold wind stung Leo's face. As he stood on the cobblestone street, stars blinked above Freiburg's old town, their light sharp against the black sky. His breath puffed out in white clouds, mixing with the smell of roasted chestnuts from a nearby stall. Leo, 19, pulled his scarf tighter, his boots clicking on the icy stones. The Munster Cathedral loomed ahead, its spire piercing the night like a giant's needle. He was late, and the message on his phone burned in his pocket like a secret he shouldn't know. Meet me at the Bachl. Midnight, don't tell anyone. The text from Zara glowed in his mind. Zara, his best friend since they were kids, always had wild ideas. But this felt different. Her voice had trembled when she called earlier, whispering about something big. Leo's stomach twisted with worry, his fingers cold as he gripped his phone. The Bachl, Freiburg's tiny water channels, gurgled softly beside him, their gentle splash mixed with the distant hum of a street busker's guitar. What was Zara planning? Leo hurried past the red-roofed houses, their windows glowing like warm eyes. The air smelled of pine from the Christmas market, now closed for the night. His heart raced. Not just from the cold. Zara had been acting strange for weeks, sneaking off, talking about changing things. He remembered her at school, always drawing in her notebook. Robots, strange machines, futures no one else could see. She was brilliant, but reckless. And Leo, he was just a guy who loved fixing bikes and dreaming of adventure. The Bachl sparkled under the streetlights, reflecting the moon like a silver ribbon. Leo stopped at the corner of Kaiser, Joseph Strasse, scanning the shadows. Zara, he whispered, his voice swallowed by the wind. No answer. His sneakers squeaked on the wet stones, and he shivered, the cold creeping under his jacket. Then, a soft tap on his shoulder. He spun around, heart pounding. Zara stood there, her green eyes wide, her blonde hair tucked under a black beanie. Leo, you came, she hissed, grabbing his arm. Her fingers were icy, trembling. What's going on? Leo asked, his voice low but sharp. She pulled him toward an alley, her breath quick. I found something, she said. Something possible. The alley smelled of damp stone and old bread from a nearby bakery. Zara's words tumbled out, fast and jagged. I was at the university library, in the old archives. You know, the dusty room no one uses. I found a book, really old, like from the 1800s. It wasn't just a book, Leo. It was a manual for a machine that sends signals to the future. Leo stared at her, his mouth dry. Zara, that sounds crazy, he said, trying to laugh. But her face was serious, her eyes like fire. It's real, she whispered, and I built it. Leo's head spun. Zara, building a machine to talk to the future. It was the kind of thing she'd dream up, but actually do it. He followed her through the alley, his boots splashing in shallow puddles. The wind carried the faint chime of the cathedral's bells, marking midnight. She led him to a wooden door behind a closed cafe, its paint peeling like old skin. Careful, she said, pushing it open. The hinges creaked, loud in the quiet night. Inside, the air was musty, thick with the smell of oil and metal. A single bulb flickered, casting shadows on a cluttered workbench. There it was, a machine, wires twisted like vine connected to a glowing screen, no bigger than a book. It hummed softly, like a sleeping cat. Leo's skin prickled. What is this? He asked, his voice barely a whisper. Zara's fingers danced over the machine. her face lit by the screen's blue glow. "It's a signal transmitter," she said. I followed the manual. It took weeks, sneaking parts from the university lab, scavenging old radios from the flea market. It sends messages somewhere. I got a reply, Leo, from 2075. Leo's heart skipped. 2075. He wanted to laugh, to call it a prank. But Zara's eyes held no joke. She tapped the screen, and words appeared, sharp and green. Freiburg 2075. The city is dying. Help us. Leo's breath caught. The words felt like a punch, cold and heavy. Zara. This can't be real, he said, but his voice shook. She grabbed his hand. Her skin warm now, urgent. It is real, and we have to decide what to do. Leo lay in bed that night, the message from 2075 burning in his mind. His room smelled of wood polish and the faint lemon of his mother's cleaning spray. Outside, Freiburg slept, the buckle's soft trickle the only sound. He couldn't sleep. Zara's machine was impossible, but he'd seen it. The glowing screen, the humming wires, the words from a future he couldn't imagine. His fingers traced the edge of his quilt, soft and worn from years of use. What if Zara was right? What if Freiburg? His Freiburg, with its sunny markets and cozy cafes, was doomed. He thought of his parents, his little sister, Mia, laughing over pretzels at the Munsterplatz. Could he save them? Could he trust Zara? The next morning, the air was crisp, smelling of frost and fresh bread. Leo biked to the university, the pedals creaking under his weight. Freiburg's streets buzzed with students, their scarves bright against the gray sky. He found Zara in the library, hidden in the archive room. The room was cold, the air heavy with the dusty smell of old books. She sat on the floor, surrounded by yellowed papers, her fingers smudged with ink. "Leo," she said, her voice a mix of excitement and fear. "I got another message." She showed him a notebook, her handwriting messy but clear. 2075. Water gone. Crops dead. Send plans for machine. Leo's stomach churned. "Why us?" he asked, his voice echoing in the quiet room. Zara's eyes sparkled, but her hands shook. "Because we found it," she said. "Because we can." Leo wanted to run. This was too big, too strange. He was just a bike mechanic, not a hero. But Zara's hope pulled at him, like the warm smell of coffee pulling him to breakfast. "Okay," he said finally. "What do we do?" Zara grinned, a spark of her old mischief. "We send them the manual. But first, we need to fix the machine. It's breaking down." Leo groaned, half laughing. "Of course it's breaking. You built it from junk." Zara punched his arm, her laugh bright in the dim room. "Then help me, bike boy," she said. They spent the day in the archive, sorting wires and papers. Leo's hands, used to fixing gears, felt clumsy with the delicate machine. The metal was cold, the wires rough against his fingers. Zara hummed a tune, an old German folk song, as she worked. It made Leo smile, despite the fear in his chest. That night, Leo met Maya, his other friend, at a cafe on the Munsterplatz. The square was alive, with lights, the cathedral glowing like a warm giant. The air smelled of mulled wine and cinnamon from the market stalls. Maya sipped her hot chocolate, her dark hair falling over her eyes. "Zara's losing it," she said, her voice sharp. "A machine to talk to the future? Leo, she's dragging you into her crazy ideas." Leo stirred his coffee, the spoon clinking against the cup. He wanted to tell Maya everything, but Zara had sworn him to secrecy. She's not crazy, he said, his voice softer than he meant. Maya leaned closer, her perfume sweet like vanilla. Then why are you so nervous? She asked. Leo's heart thudded. He liked Maya, her calm, her logic. But Zara was his oldest friend, the one who'd climbed trees with him, who dared him to jump into the Dreisam River. I just need to help her, he said. Maya's eyes narrowed, but she nodded. Be careful, Leo, he said. The cafe's warmth wrapped around him, but her words left him cold. Back at the archive, Zara was frantic. The machine sparked. Its hum now a stuttering buzz. Something's wrong, she said, her voice tight. Leo knelt beside her, the floor hard against his knees. The screen flickered, showing new words. 2075. Time running out. Send plans now. Leo's hands shook as he tightened a loose wire. The metal burned his fingers, hot from a short circuit. Zara, what if we're wrong? He asked. What if this makes things worse? She froze, her green eyes meeting his. For the first time, she looked scared. Then we'll fix it, she said, but her voice wavered. Leo wanted to believe her, but doubt gnawed at him, sharp as the winter wind.